When your feet are hitting the ground at an average rate of 20,000 times per day, it's easy for your mind to question, why the hell am I even doing this? To some it might sound like torture, but maybe that was the point. At the start of this 130 kilometre hike, I didn't know it would lead to the biggest moment of my life. By day 8, we'd already covered sections 1, 2 and 3 of the CAPE. We're now crossing the 100 kilometre mark. We're deep into section 4. The motivation to walk was fading, but the thought of what might be waiting for us around the next bay is what kept us moving forward. I need a redemption session in the surf. Can't land a fish, so my heart is broken, but this will heal it. Good little surf, solo surf. But thanks to Max, we got a new setup here. He's brought in a new setup for me for the rest of the trip. So I'm gonna need it because the other one is officially out of action. It's out of action. How fun does that look? On new board that we're riding through this section. 511 high performance model. Started on the 20, went to the 6.1. Now we're on the high performance sector. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's all about. Dropping fish and getting fun waves. Little novelty session, it's fun. Nice to get in the water. Then we'll get into a bit of walking up the coast. It's a beautiful day for it. Check out a bit of scenery. Keep on trucking. Those explosions are so Bush parsley, Lucy just picked it before.
I hope it's bush parsley.
Save it for later when I actually can land a fish. Let's go. I've spoken a lot this series about the connection to country, but I haven't really spoken about the connection to the person beside me. Truth is, there aren't many people I could do this walk with. I'm naturally pretty introvert, even though I do really value human connection. And I don't think I've given Lucy the credit that she deserves. She's a trooper. I knew that before this trip, but I thought maybe the 6-hour surfs, long walking days, and poor food might break her down. But they didn't. Lucy reminds me that strength can come in more ways than just grit and push. She embodies it through her compassion, patience and love. Sometimes we'd be on our own little missions with our heads down, but we'd always reconnect along the track. The view is absolutely magnificent. Don't usually venture this far up the coast, but I understand why a lot of people do it. It's beautiful. The chopper's finally here to give us a lift home. Park her up. We're going to walk out around here. We'll have a flick out there. I reckon this is our zone. Out here maybe. You got the long pants of the bushwalking so you don't get bitten by a snake. But then you got the party pants that you run them, go fishing. These are so good. Bang. Ready to get in the water. Is it almost like have a walk out onto that and like try cast near those bommies? Hold up. Oh, on. Fish on. Yep. This feels solid. Could be a pelagic, it's fighting hard. I've got to work on my landings. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. The fish I've been waiting for. I heard you can eat it straight out of the can, fresh. It's a fresh tuna off Inch Nut Rocks. Don't have to fillet it either. See you tomorrow. Such an epic view. As our last full day came to a close, I couldn't stop thinking about what's to come next, not just tomorrow, but after this trip. Out here, life was simple. Real life back home suddenly felt a little intimidating. We'd been floating in this bubble, but like all bubbles, it eventually pops. 37,000 steps, or maybe it was 36,000 steps.
I swear yours was, yeah, I think 36.
Oh, my lower back's killing.
Oh my God.
My lower back's killing, and sleeping on this like this is not gonna help. On the final day, the surf looked fun in the morning, but it was crowded, different from what I remember as a kid. Back then it felt emptier, more raw. Now it's busier, alive in a new way. There's pros and cons to both. I'm definitely not complaining, it's just an observation. And maybe it's a master of avoiding crowds. So instead of paddling out, we kept walking, trying to beat the wind and find a quieter stretch along the coast. It's a little caffeination, then we're back into it. So hot. I knew it was going to be hot. Just too excited. I reckon round the corner, could be on. It's worth a look anyway. We're down here. It's a bit windy, but it can't always be perfect. We got the Frankenstein board today. That's going to make it a fun surf, I reckon. Snowing out. You don't get that very often. Hopefully there's not a reason there's no one out, but we'll find out soon. It looks fun though, I'm so excited to ride this board. This old weathered hog hasn't had a bit of wax on it in a while. It's your birthday, mate, you get a bit of wax. Happy birthday. It's a couple of glass in, I don't even know. I want to say G1000s, but they're definitely smaller than that. They're crazy, look how thin they are. Bit of dust on it. It's good. It's going to be good to wash the dust off this puppy. It's like an 80s skateboard, like those little mini skaties that you used to see around. I wasn't born in the 80s, I'm not that old, but I used to see those little skaties around, and this is what this reminds me of.
Well, I guess he died about this time last week. Although it seems a million years ago. Well, people ask me why I never speak. When I find something to say, I'll let you know. I think of you each time I feed the meter, working through the 20s, 10s and 5s. Let's reconnect and we can walk together life works. Forces you to learn the whole dance in reverse. Oh, the strength I needed on that day. Now I got it, don't need it anyway. Trekking by the Murrumbidgee River, sleeping in the backseat of your car. What's done is done, I told you with a quiver. But I can't help but wonder where you are.
I feel like this board got a bit hard done by. Those waves were so mushy, the wind just came in howling. A lot of the solo sessions have been fun this trip, but that one, I just had this feeling in my mind the whole time I was about to get absolutely pile driven by a great white. Just had this every duck dive, it just felt like a torpedo was just gonna go up through the bottom of this blue board. I'm gonna have to give this board a bit more love and some better conditions, because that was pretty unfair for it, but it was made it fun. But sometimes you just can't switch the mind off. And that was one of them right then. Time to walk, we've got 6 more Ks. Walking past Sugarloaf Rock, the Cape Naturalist Lighthouse came into view. The howling southerly wind pushing us towards it, Lucy by my side and Frankenstein under my arm. It was starting to feel like more than just a walk between 2 lighthouses. We started out chasing waves, fish and stories, but found something deeper. Something I didn't know I was looking for. Over the 130 kilometres, from the soft sand slogs of the south to the cultural wisdom of Uncle Wayne and Zach, to the marathon surfs and fishing disasters, it all slowed us down, because it's not about how fast you move or how much you tick off, it's about connection. Connection to the land and how deeply you pay attention. Being present in the journey and not the end destination. But here's the thing, we're almost at the finish. But what if the finish of the walk is just a catalyst for something bigger? You're not allowed to enter the fucking lighthouse. Oh well, we'll get a quick cheers before we get kicked out of here. Come this far.
Oh.
Cheers. Not the picturesque finish we were hoping for with the gate there, but
We made it.
we made it. There was plenty of good moments along the trip.
Definitely.
This is still another amazing moment. Enjoy the beer. Sweet nectar. That's nice.
I'm so flat on this, hey. I can't
Such
even
a bummer.
hide how flat I am on this.
It's so...
We're so close.
We've been locked out. We did not time this well.
No. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll have to go somewhere and watch the sunset
Yeah, we'll go watch the sunset
as the
somewhere.
final hurrah.
There we go. Go watch the sunset, have a beer. This is a bit nicer than the lighthouse anyway.
Way better.
Way nicer.
That was anticlimactic, guys.
I know. Oh, timing had been pretty good the whole trip, but
Oh, there's a little bit left.
10 minutes late for the lighthouse was not flying. But
I'm stoked to be here though.
this is nicer.
We did it.
Cheers.
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 I feel like I'm always driving from each end of the Cape, trying to look for the best ways, rushing around, trying to be in one spot, trying to be in the next spot. But I guess the idea of the trip was to slow down and kind of do something deeper, to take it slower, connect to the land and get an understanding of the region that I grew up on. Something that I probably haven't taken much notice of until being away for a long amount of time, then coming back and being like, wow, it's so special here. So I guess the idea was to connect to the land a little bit deeper and the simplicity of life, and how I always overcomplicate it with stuff. When you go away from here, it's always so complicated, but when you're just walking with a surfboard, a fishing rod and your girlfriend, like, it's pretty simple. So I guess it was bringing me back to a connection of what really matters for myself, and I feel like we did that.
Definitely.
Coming off this trip, I felt like there was a shift in energy. I felt grounded and clear. I wasn't forcing it, just trusting my instincts and believing in my process. It felt like I was in a state of flow. I didn't exactly know what the future would hold at this point, but the next couple of months turned out to be very special.
Willcox, and the celebrations begin here at Merriweather.
Turns out the best training ground wasn't the beaches of the East Coast or the gym, it was his track, my home and the journey it took me on. There's always more to come, more stories, more ways, more purpose. But for now, I'm just stoked that I took the first step. And I'm even more stoked that you guys came along for the ride. Cheers, thanks for coming. See you for the next adventure. Cheers.
Yes! Yes! It's a pinky!
Oh!
Can you drop it again?
How good!
Yeah.
Oh!